and reminisce. I was 2007. So back in 2007 was the very first time that I purchased or got into the idea of buying cases. So I bought cases for the very first time, and that was buying a case of 2007 SP Authentic Football and 2007 SP Authentic Basketball. So what I wanted to do today is just take a look and go back and take a look at the base sets of these cards because I was going through some stuff today and I have several base sets that I was able to construct for each of the sports. And I was trying to figure out what to do with them. So we'll start with some football. It's a 100 card set. Here was the design. I wish we still had them making football cards, but unfortunately it's all on Panini right now. So card number one was Ahmad Green. We had AJ Hawk, Alex Smith, had a base card back there, and this was his second year card. We have Andre Johnson, Antonio Gates, Big Ben. So this would have been his third year card, his third year SP Authentic. Bernard Berrien, Brandon Jacobs, Braylon Edwards for the Browns, Brett Favre, that's who, oops. So this his 16-year career at this point. Brian Urlacher, good looking card. Brian Westbrook. For the Chiefs, Brody Croyle. So that's who was the quarterback back then. Byron Leftwich. I think, is that the year 07 or 09 when Matt Ryan got drafted? Carnell Williams, the Cadillac. I think that was his nickname. Carson Palmer for the Bengals. Cedric Benson, running back. Chad Ochocinco Johnson. The Jets, Chad Pennington. And I thought they were going to pull off the win today, and they ended up really giving it away there with a few seconds left. Champ Bailey for the Broncos. Derek Anderson, one of the many quarterbacks for the Browns. Ooh, Chester Taylor. I remember watching him play. Chris Brown. Chris Chambers for the Chargers. Ah, yes, Clinton Portis. And Daryl Jackson. I don't remember much of him, but he played 5 years, 7 years for the Seahawks, and then I guess he played for the Niners. Deuce McAllister for the Saints. Dominique Rhodes, Raiders. Donald Driver, yep. Remember seeing him play. Oh, Donovan McNabb, absolutely. Dante Stallworth. Drew Brees, there you go. Still quarterbacking the Saints, even though he's been struggling through some injuries. Edgerrin James. That was eighth year card, or he was in the league for 8 years at that point. Eli Manning. Frank Gore. So this would have been a second year card. Pretty Cool. Fred Taylor for the Jaguars. Greg Jennings for the Packers. Hines Ward. I think he's coming up on Hall of Fame eligibility, I believe. So there you go. Jake Delhomme for the Panthers. Jamal Lewis. Jason Campbell. I think this goes to show that not all quarterbacks make it. We have Jason Taylor. Jason Witten. He is currently playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. At this point, this was his fourth year card back in '07. Javon Walker for the Broncos. And Jay Cutler was the quarterback at this point. Jarius Norwood. I think this is his second year card. Yeah, because he had rookies the previous year. Jerry Porter for the Raiders. John Kitna. Joseph Adai. Julius Jones. This was a third year card. He went to Notre Dame. LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. Nice looking card here. This was his sixth year in the league. It's pretty neat. We also had Larry Johnson back in the day. Larry Fitz, still playing in the league. I think this would have been his. This is his third year SP Authentic card. Lawrence Maroney. Mark Bulger for the Rams. Marion Barber, running back for the Mark Clayton. Marquez Colston, I remember having him on my fantasy team for a few years. The Saints. Marvin Harrison, another one who should be up for the Hall of Fame soon, right? Matt Hasselbeck. Matt Jones. Matt Leinart. Wow, we got three Matts in a row. Matt Schaub. Wow. They just put all the Matts together. Oh, I think it's because it's in alphabetical order. Ha! Maurice Jones-Drew. I always liked him. Jeff Garcia. Oh, man. Mike Allstott. Awesome running back. Goal line. If you teammate it to the goal line, just hand it on to Mike. David Gerard. Peyton Manning. Phillip Rivers. Still playing. Plaxico Burress. You guys remember Plaxico? Oh, Randy Moss with the Patriots. Reggie Brown, Eagles. Reggie Bush. Reggie Wayne. I think 1 year I had him on my fantasy team too. Rex Grossman. Ronnie Brown. Roy Williams. And the other Roy Williams. Rudy. Sean Alexander. Sean Merriman. Steven Jackson. I don't think it'll say back here. And I feel that, did he play here in Vegas when he was in high school? Can't remember. Steve McNair, Steve Smith, another guy that I remember having on my fantasy team, man, back in those days. TJ Hujmansade, Tavares Jackson, Teddy Bruschi, T.O. Of course, he was on my Niners. Then he went over to the Cowboys. Got Thomas Jones. There's the Tom Brady. That's probably worth a few bucks. Torrey Holt. Travis Henry. Trent Green. Vince Young. Vincent Jackson. Walter Jones. Warwick Dunn. Willie Parker. Willis McGahee. And the last card of the bunch is Tony Romo. I remember I bought a case of football because I was chasing the what's his name now? Adrian Peterson RPA. I did not pull the Adrian Peterson RPA, but I did pull the Calvin Johnson. Then I also bought a case of SP Authentic chasing the RPA for um, Kevin Durant. And I did not pull the RPA for Kevin Durant, but I did pull just his regular rookie auto. So that was good. So let's take a look at the basketball. Got Brandon Roy. Channing Frye. So I think these are set up by teams. So we start out with Portland. Jared Jack. LaMarcus Aldridge. I like him. That he had a good career. Delonte West for the Seattle Supersonics. Johan Petro. Nick Collison. Joe Johnson for the Hawks. Josh Smith. Marvin Williams. Hakeem Warwick for the Grizzlies. Paul Gasol. Rudy Gay. Then we go on to the Timberwolves. We have Al Jefferson. A Paul Pierce base. This 9th year. Went to Kansas. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Ray Allen. Andrew Bogut. Charlie Villanueva. Maurice Williams for the Bucks. Michael Redd. Here we have a Kevin Garnett. Pretty cool. We have Randy Foye. Ricky Davis for the Heat. And Mecca Okafor. I pulled from the year before this, I bought a box of Topps Chrome and I got his gold auto. So that's still sitting somewhere. Gerald Wallace for the Bobcats. Jason Richardson. David Lee. Eddie Curry. Stephon Marbury. Zach Randolph. Surprised that Carmelo Anthony did not have a card in that. Brad Miller for the Kings, Kevin Martin, Mike Bibby, Ron Artest, Jamal Kinsley as we move on to the Indiana Pacers, Jermaine O'Neal, Mike Dunleavy, Andre Iguodala for the 76ers, Andre Miller, Rodney Carney. Here's a Chris Paul. At this point, this was a second year card, so his rookie card was in the year prior, 06 SP Authentic. David West, Tyson Chandler, Corey Maggette, Coutinho Mobley, Elton Brand, Darko Milicic, Dwight Howard. This one was a third year card. Hedo Turkoglu, Rashard Lewis, we have Antoine Jamison, Caron Butler. There was a Gilbert Arenas for the Wizards. We move on to the Nets. They have Jason Kidd, Rashard Jefferson, Vince Carter, just retired. At this point in 07, this was his ninth. He was in his ninth year by the time this base card got printed. Baron Davis for the Warriors, Monta Ellis, Steven Jackson, Jordan Farmar. He went to UCLA, right? Yeah. There's the Kobe card. '11th season at this point in 2007. Lamar Odom, Alonzo Mourning. Here's the D Wade base in his fourth year. Shaq in the Miami colors. There's Allen Iverson. There's the Carmelo card. So they moved him towards the second half of the set, card 67. Marcus Camby, the Nuggets. Andrea Bargnani. There's the Chris Bosh. At this point, he was still with Toronto in his fourth season. Jose Calderon, TJ Ford, Ben Gordon, and Ben Wallace. So this was at his 11th season after playing for the Pistons for a while. Kirk Hinrich, Duke, no, Kansas. He went to Kansas. Luol Deng, Larry Hughes. There's the LeBron base. This is his fourth year SP Authentic card. Here's the Zydrunas Ilgauskas base. Andrei Kirilenko. Carlos Boozer. Deron Williams. I like the way he used to play. Mehmet Okur. I think I pulled the jersey card off SP Game Used from the All-Star game that was played here in Las Vegas. Luther Head. There's the Tracy McGrady. Yao Ming. There is Chauncey Billups. At this point, it was the 10th year of his career, but 2007. Rasheed Wallace. Richard Hamilton. And Tayshaun Prince. Some Spurs cards. Manu Ginobili. There's the Tim Duncan. 10th season at that point. Tony Parker. Amare Stoudemire. Grant Hill. Here's a Sean Marion. Went to UNLV. Go Fight Win. Here's the Steve Nash. He was in his 11th season at this time, back in 07. Here's the Dirk Nowitzki. Jason Terry. And then card 100 belongs to Josh Howard. So there you go. A look back at 2007 SB Authentic. Man, it's too bad that Upper Deck is just into hockey. But still, love the cards. Even to this day, they keep the white and the classic SB Authentic logo. Awesome looking sets. Well, if you join me, thanks for joining me. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have Eric Those Back Pages. He's going to be joining me. We're going to crack open a box of Topps Chrome Black. We're going to be looking at some slabs, some pack graded slabs. So join us tomorrow. All right, guys. Thanks and catch you next time.